morning, folks. How we doing today? Don't mind the bump. I'll explain. Out cutting the grass with the riding tractor, and decided that I wanted to pay attention to what I was doing as far as cutting up next to the house, and didn't pay attention to the air conditioner hanging out of the window, and nailed it a pretty good one. But I never said I was real bright. Today we're going to cook beer battered fish. It was requested to do this. First thing is we've got, and this is going to be dark here. Let's see if we can do this. I got my fish soaking in the sink here. They are pretty much ready. They were frozen, and I've unthawed them. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to sit you up here and put you right there. I'm going to pull this out of the way for a minute. Pull this off there. We're going to need a bunch of them. All right. What I want to do is bring this fish over here. Let it drip dry there a little bit, but I want to pat it dry. Get this pretty much dried off. And take them and put them right there on that wax paper. We've got this all dried up now. Now, I'm going to do something that everybody who cooks beer battered fish will tell you not to do. Okay, I'm not everybody else. I'm going to tell you to do it. Like I said, most people ain't going to, they're going to tell you not to do this. I want to take my salt and put it on my fish. They're going to say, oh, it toughens up the fish. Well, that's what I want. I want it to toughen up a little bit because I'm going to deep fry this, with breading, and I want it to stay together. So if it toughens up a little bit, it just toughens up a little bit. There, we got it. Now what I'm going to do is put this in the refrigerator, just like this, for about an hour and let that salt do its job. Let me put this in here and I'll tell you what's going in it. Okay, fish is in the fridge. We're going to need flour, of course. I've got a ton of that. And in that flour, we'll go over this again later, but I'm going to add me some lemon pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, smoked paprika. And I don't know if I've told you this in previous videos or not, but folks, when you go to buy paprika, there is such a distinct difference that it is unreal. Smoked is the best. If you don't believe me, sometimes stick your finger in some paprika and give it a little taste. Then try this stuff. World of difference. Of course, we got our salt. And it says beer batter. I'm not using a beer. A friend of mine brought over one of these little strawberry girly drinks. So we're going to put some Smirnoff Ice strawberry in there instead of beer. We're going to see how that works. So there's your ingredients. Deep fryer will go on 350. And when you put it into the deep fryer, you want to, which I'll show you here in a little bit, you just want to kind of set the tip of your fish in and let it start cooking before you kind of ease it in. Because if you don't, it will go to the bottom of the deep fryer. If you're using a basket like I do, it will stick to that basket like glue. It will not turn loose. As soon as we get that, we got an hour on that fish. Leave it in the refrigerator for an hour. And then pull it out. We'll get it ready to be breaded. Okay, we'll be back in an hour. Okay, we're back. I totally forgot to plug in my deep fryer. So we gotta do that now. Around 345, 350 is what we want it to set at. So let's let that heat up, and then you're gonna get a bonus. We're gonna make hush puppies since we got time. First thing we're gonna do is pull this fish out of the refrigerator. It's been in there long enough. It's a little stiffer. That's what we're looking for. We're gonna put that over there out of the way. Let's get down here and get us a bowl. If I can get my fingers to work properly. Let's get this one for the. We'll need that one. All right, we're gonna cheat. Jiffy corn mix. I know everybody's seen these in the store. Well, they're not just for cornbread. I always manage with at least a half what I cook on the floor. But I got one of them robot vacuums, so let him deal with it. Let's see. I want to put this in here. Box of cornmeal. And what I need to do is I need to get rid of all the lumps. Smash that up real good. Actually, that box didn't look too bad. You usually get them and they're really clumpy. All right. Just better get out some measuring cups and spoons here. I don't know what size those boxes are. Put on the cheaters here. They're 8.5 ounces. So I would say 3/4 of a cup of flour. About a half. Give us a little more. Put that in there. And then we need some baking powder. And I want about 2 teaspoons of the baking powder. And we'll need that again for this. And you could saute some onions and put in this. I'm not going to. I'm actually going to take, that looks pretty chunky, about a teaspoon. That's not going to work real well. It's onion powder that has gotten solid on me. I'll tell you what we're going to do. There we go. I don't want all the clumps. That's what I'm trying not to get. So, about a teaspoon and a half. Pour that in there. We're going to need that again in a minute. Mix that all up. Now you can add, some people add whole kernel corn. People put some cayenne pepper in them to make them a little hotter. I don't. I'm going to put you in, I'd say probably a teaspoon, maybe a little more, of smoked paprika. You want to mix that real well. You don't want all paprika in one hush puppy. Might not be too good. Normally I'd tell you to sift your flour, but this is brand new flour and it doesn't have any clumps in it. So we're pretty good on that aspect. Alright. I'll add me a teaspoon and a half or so of garlic powder. Boy, that garlic smells good. And you don't have to have the garlic powder in here. You can leave it out. You can leave all of it out if you want, but just the way I like it. Be right back. I'm going to get some eggs. Okay. I know the Jiffy corn mix calls for 1 egg, but we're going to go with 2. Yeah, I know I should do this over another bowl just in case I get some shells, but I've done this so much that I'm used to it. We're going to bust them eggs up a little bit. Probably could have scrambled them before I put them in there, but we'll use that little dab of milk that I have left. Now, you got to watch doing this, because if you add too much, you can't take it back out. We'll mix this up and see what we come up with. You want it thick, like a bread dough, a little thinner than bread dough. I guess you could put green onions in it, you could put bell peppers, whatever you want in it. Shame we don't have smell-o-vision, because I'm telling you folks, that garlic and that smoked paprika, man, right under my nose. Okay, this is what I want you to have. Probably could have been a little thicker, but by the time I use it, it will be plenty thick enough. We're going to get rid of that. Don't need it anymore. And we're literally just going to set this off to the side somewhere. Alright, now for our fish, literally want to sift it this time, because I do not want a clump of flour on my fish. So 3/4 of a cup so far. If you don't have a sifter, just make sure you get all the clumps out of it, because believe me, you do not want to bite into fish and get a big bite of flour. And probably going to go about that again. So it'll be about 1.5 cups of flour. And that may be too much for the fish that I've got. But no, actually it'll probably be pretty good. That's it about there. I'm going to need some more flour here in a minute for my fish, but same thing here. We're going to get us some onion powder. tablespoon. Yeah, you got about a half one. There we go. Tablespoon of paprika. Oh man, I love the smell of that smoked paprika. Even that off. So there we go. Tablespoon of that. Back to our baking powder again. We don't want that a full tablespoon. About 3/4. And I'm going to use me some tablespoon of lemon pepper. And last but not least, tablespoon kosher salt. We need another mixer. Make sure we don't get any clumps in that lemon pepper. That's going to be for our fish batter in just a moment. Right now, we need, let me see, we need a small bowl or a pan. Be right back. Okay, we're back. I just put me some flour on a paper plate. Let's get this milk out of the way for a moment. All right, here's why I put flour up here. What we're going to do is just coat the fish. I'm not after a real heavy coat, just a light dusting on it. Like I said, you can put this on a plate or a bowl or whichever is easiest for you. Got them all battered up or floured up. We don't need this anymore. We don't need the eggs anymore. Kidding me? The one thing in the world I don't have a bottle opener. All right, go with this one. Again, add it slowly because you can't take it out. You can put it in, but you sure can't take it out. We're going to switch off. This did not work out well. It's so thick that we got more of it in here than we got in the bowl. And it's going to take every bit of this. Look, that is a 11.2 ounces. And you can pretty much use what you want. You can use water if you want it. Milk, water. You want this about like pancake mix. And this is still going to need some more. So here's what we're going to do. Put us a little water in there. Right now we're about the consistency of our hush-puppies over there. We don't want it like that. Still need some more. Usually you use beer. I don't have a beer, but I don't know about this stuff smells good. That's for damn sure. I don't know if it tastes good. It smells good. Actually, I do know it tastes good because I had one last night. All right. Still. Okay. I think it's cut us off when my niece called. But there's what you want. You don't want it real thick. You don't want it too thin, but you don't want it real thick either. So that's what I'm talking about right there. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a flip around here. I believe we got everybody at the party now. All right, we can get rid of this spoon. I wasn't smart enough to go in and get some rubber gloves, so we're going to do this. Take your fish, dunk it in the pool. Now you can cut these up into smaller pieces. It is totally up to you. Let some of that excess drain off. And like I said, when you put these in the fryer, if you don't go and just kind of let it hang out in the pool there for a second, and then slowly go in, it will stick to the bottom like glue. Or you'll lose all your breading. I'm hoping mine stays on there today. I got it pretty cool, so we should stick up there pretty good. Looks like we're going to get to cook one piece at a time. So what we're going to do is drop this in a. See what we got there? Just a regular teaspoon, and that dough stiffened up pretty well. We're just going to drop us a little dip in there. Again, kind of drop them in slow if you've got a wire basket, because they will stick. Now this fish only takes a couple of minutes. You're basically just browning your breading, because the fish is pretty much cooks really, really quick. Looks like we're going to get us about 4 hush puppies in there at a time. You got to see this fish. I'm on the tripod here, but tell me that don't look good. We're going to flip her over there so we can make sure we get it browned on both sides. So, whoop. Make a mess. Yeah, there we go. We'll flip her over there and make sure that side gets good and covered too. And these hush puppies, we have to turn them over. Well, we ain't gonna do it with that. Let's do it with this. Like donuts, they just flip over. There we go. One more is what, there it goes. It just didn't want to cooperate. All right, let me grab a towel and we'll be right back. All right, folks, I'm telling you, $3.75 is the ticket. Look at that, nice and crispy. They turned out really well. My hush puppies. We still got more in here cooking. We got a long way to go for cooking. We got a big old piece of fish in there, 4 more hush puppies. So that hush puppy mix, unless you want a whole lot of hush puppies, you better cut that in half. Personally, we love hush puppies. So we'll tear them up. This will not go to waste, I promise you. Now, the rest of this may go to waste, because you can't very well store it for later. But I got to pull this. We'll be back. Alrighty then. Let's pull this up here. Now, I told you in other episodes, I'm not one to bullshit you. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to tell you stories. You hear people get on these shows and they say, oh, it's the best thing I've ever had, all that kind of crap. We're not going to do that here. I fixed my hush puppies and I tasted one. There they are. They're missing a little something. I can't put my finger on it. But when you taste them, you can taste that onion pretty well, the onion powder. But we tried one, just a regular old hush puppy. We're gonna put us a drop of tartar sauce on there. Oh man, that makes it better. Put the inside of that thing. The reason it got fluffy like that, remember what I told you, you cannot let it sit and rise. And what I did is I let it sit a little too long. But I ain't gonna complain. Tartar sauce on there, they're actually pretty good. But I missed something. There's something I forgot to put in it. If you know what it is, you saw the recipe. If you know what it is, let me know. But we're going to eat that one for now. I want you to look at this. Is that not pretty or what? And we got one more coming out right now. And then we're going to load this thing up with hush puppies. Kind of stuck to the bottom there a little bit. We're going to actually bring this over to it. I got enough of a mess to clean up tonight. All right. Now we got our fish laid out right there. Oh, and the crunchies are just calling my name. They're not bad. We'll really have to dig into there before I tell you about that smearing off thing, if it's any good or not. But the crunchy's pretty good. I got a bunch of hush puppies to put down. I'll be back. Yep, there it is, finished up. We just got a taster. The girly beer worked out. Give it a shot.